to keep them off the glass. If you're going to play on the outside, drive past them, watch the rim protection, and make shots at the other end.
Well, I know you mentioned the fact that Lauri Markkanen's not there. When you think about the length on this team, Jonesy,
Yep.
Mobley and Allen and Markkanen, Ed Davis, the veteran, the former Toronto Raptor, let alone Taco Fall. There's a lot of size, a lot of length on this Cleveland team. And I'm sure they'll try and use that as a weapon against the smaller but more athletic Raptors tonight. Let's flip it over to Herbie Kuhn for the starting five for the visiting Cleveland Cavaliers.
From USC, a 7-foot forward, number 4, Evan Mobley. Out of Kansas State, a 6'9" forward, number 32 is Dean Wade. From Texas, a 6'11" center, number 31, Jared Allen. From Vanderbilt, a 6'1" guard, number 10 is Darius Garland. And out of Alabama, 6'1" guard, number 2, Colin Sexton. Fans, the head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers is J.B. Bickerstaff.
All right, there you have it, starting five for the Cavaliers. We'll get the Raptors in a couple of moments from Herbie and Mark Strong. But while the pyrotechnics go and people turn on their flashlights on their smartphones and cellular devices, if you haven't taken in a game yet at Scotiabank Arena, I recommend doing so. But you get a sense of the crowd and the vibe and the feel here with these lights going on, something new that the Raptors are trying this year with more audience interaction and participation. The injury report is brought to you by Sokoloff Lawyers. Have you been seriously injured in an accident and don't know your rights? Don't let your insurance company post up on you. Let Sokoloff Lawyers take you to the hoop. Don't put it off. Call Sokoloff. Call Wendy Sokoloff or visit areyouhurt.ca. You heard Nick Nurse mention this in our pregame show. I will just reiterate it. Hammer home the point. Pascal Siakam is close to coming back. Paraphrasing, if you missed it, Nick Nurse saying that Siakam has been taking part in full practices, full contact. He's gotten in some work with the 905 as well. He anticipates Siakam back on the floor next week. And he said when the Raptors have a 2-day break in between Sunday and Wednesday, that's going to be good for Pascal. Maybe we see him by Wednesday. Here's Mark Strong.
Right off the top and forward by way of the UK. Wearing number 3. This is OG Anunoby. At center, the Nigerian Prince of the Wind wearing number 5. Let's hear it for Precious Achiuwa. He is the rookie on the front line from Palm Beach, Florida, wearing number 4. It's time to get it on with Scotty Barnes. From Columbus, Ohio, wearing number 33. He's tapped in. Get those hands clapping for Gary Trent Jr. And rocking you from Rockford, Illinois, Mr. Bet on Yourself, number 23, Steady Freddie Van Vliet. Head coach of the Toronto Raptors is Nick Nurse.
All right, there's the starting five for the Toronto Raptors. And just to finish up my point on the injury report, Yuta Watanabe still sidelined, but he's getting closer as well. But, Jonesy, that could be great news with Siakam potentially back as early as next week, maybe by next Wednesday. And we talked to Alvin Williams about it in the pregame show as well. The trickle-down effect that it will have on the starting five, but just on the roster overall, that has been impressive to this point, clearly, with the 6-3 start to the season.
Well, it gives you more depth. It extends your depth, and when you bring your all-stars back, then everybody kind of slides back a notch, but they've had that experience of playing in important minutes and important times, so their confidence will be high. Pascal better not mess things up when he comes back, right?
Yeah, no kidding. Well, and you know what? You didn't get a chance to win, so as we watch the Raptors take to the floor right now, what are your thoughts on what you do with the starting five? Are you kind of in lockstep with Alvin, where maybe Pascal replaces Precious Achiuwa, and you're small up front with Barnes, Siakam, and Anunoby, but that keeps Trent and Van Vliet together in the backcourt, and especially the defense that we've seen from Trent.
Yeah, and you know, the easy thing would have been Well, let's take the rookie out of the starting lineup. I don't think you could do that. It would have been the low-hanging fruit, the easy thing to do, but I don't know if you could do that. So, and let's face it, Achua hasn't been playing as efficiently and as well as he probably wants or Nick would like to see from him, but yeah, that might be the one. And then you've got a bit of a dilemma on your hand in the second unit, but it's a positive problem.
All right, we're ready to go tonight. Cavs and Raptors, Toronto in black. The Cavaliers in white. Raptors trim with the red and white. Cavs with that wine and gold. Cleveland moving right to left. Garland's got the ball right now as the Cavs won the opening tip. Garland turns the corner pass. Van Vliet looked for the backdoor cut to Sexton, and it goes out of bounds on the baseline. Turnover Cavs 13 seconds into the game.
Great start for Toronto. Cleveland trying the backdoor cut. Remember last year, Eric, there was a little bit of hostilities between Sexton and the Raptors.
And how much of that was with Kyle Lowry? How much of that was with Fred VanVleet, or just the Raptors in general, as you say? Fred VanVleet whips it over on the far side to Gary Trent Jr., who drops down a triple, and what a start to the season for Trent.
I love his shot selection. He does not take bad shots. He's always balanced and always gets it off the right way.
Raptors get the ball from Cleveland again in the lane as the Cavs cough it up. VanVleet quickly across center out on the far wing. Lobs it into the paint on a mismatch right under the 10. Precious goes up and gets it to go on a soft floater over top of Colin Sexton.
Great recognition by VanVleet as Sexton was guarding Achua down low. That's great for Precious confidence right there.
Raptors up to a quick 5-zip start. Mobley in the lane spinning, lost the handle as Barnes was right there. And again, a third straight turnover on 3 straight possessions to start this game.
Eric, Raptors 2 of 2, Cleveland 0 of 1. Raptors are number 1 in the NBA in opponents' field goal attempts. They get about 10 more shots a game than the people they play against.
Not a great look there from Anunoby as he kind of forced it in the lane, trying to spin and shoot it over top of Wade. Came up empty for OG. Raptors defensively get back, but they can't stop Garland from getting to the 10. Cleveland on the board. VanVleet across center, running the near lane. Hands off to Scotty Barnes, back to Freddie. Turns the corner around the Barnes screen, back to Barnes, cutting to the 10. Met by Mobley and Allen, and Barnes missed the shot.
A lot of length in there and a lot of shot blocking ability.
Look out, here comes Mobley. And a great job, wow, the Raptors. They got a hand in there to knock the ball away from Mobley. But look at the gift he's found as OG picks up the foul. The ball goes high in the air, off the glass, and in. So it's an and one and a chance for the Cavs to tie the game.
He lost that ball.
Yeah.
Like he went up with it and he lost control midair, and it happened to hit the glass in the right spot and go down for Evan Mobley.
So after the Raptors got off to the 5-zip start, now 5 straight for the Cavs to tie the game. 5-5. 2 minutes gone by here in the opening quarter. Thanks for joining us on a Friday night at Scotiabank Arena right here on Sportsnet 590 The Fan. Barnes to VanVleet, left to right, coming down toward the baseline on the near side. Leans in on Allen, turns around, passes to Precious. Back up top to Gary Trent. Trent going down Main Street, step back over Garland. Short on that one, into the hands of Wade. Quickly head to Sexton. Across center comes Colin Sexton, wearing that number 2 for the Cavs, guarded by Gary Trent Jr., who runs into a screen set by Allen. But then they turn over the ball, the Cavs do. OG down the floor and flush it down as the Raptors get another turnover from the Cavs, convert, and Toronto goes up 7-5.
That's something that J.B. Bickerstaff talked about before the game. Kind of looking after the ball. Raptors' length and ability to use their hands makes it tough.
Garland over on the far sideline to Mobley, put it on the floor, got into the lane, went at Barnes, missed the shot, high for the rebound. VanVleet to a cutting OG Anunoby, got behind the D, dunked it down, and the Raptors go up 9-5.
Well, you know, a team that turns you over is also aware on the other end, and they turn Cleveland over, and everybody's looking to get out to get easy baskets.
3 minutes, 10 seconds gone by. Mobley has it out on the far wing. Now drops it down to the free throw line to Jared Allen, guarded by Precious Achua. Allen handing to Garland. Garland at the far elbow, goes into the corner far side to Wade. Too strong on that triple. Allen tried to knock it around and keep it alive, but he couldn't. It goes into the hands of Precious. In a sprint down the floor comes Achua. Handing off to the trailer. VanVleet driving to the 10, up and under. Jackknife pass out to OG on the far wing, who gives it into the corner. Back to Freddie. Triple is good from the west corner. The Raptors are humming right now as they've gone up 12-5, shooting 62%.
Well, great ball movement there. Achua, his athleticism got him that rebound there because Allen had better position and is a longer player. Precious runs it down and then gets out on the break himself, which stressed the Cleveland defense, and the Raptors ended up moving the ball to get a 3.
8:25 to go, opening quarter. Raptors lead by 7, their largest lead of the game, 12-5. It's Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.